Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. An opportunity to finish the season on a high note in the 68 Ventures Bowl. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Liberty Flames. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Broncos offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes Dylan Riley. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. He stops him at the 31, but not before he picks up 10 yards on the play.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, the offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Wagner. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Broncos. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Flames offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
takes the handoff. It's Udo, and he's knocked down.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Third down coming up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Riley. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
To the ground, he's got it again.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Genty, and they're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that, but whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big opportunity a year ago, and man, he shined. He averaged almost 6 yards a carry. He was an explosive play waiting to happen. And I think having that year under his belt now has given him so much more confidence going into this season. He is going to be the focal point, I think, of this Broncos offense.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Took care of it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Riley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Madsen. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The run inside. It's Riley. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The option look. The option, he'll keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Udo. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sends it back in motion. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Maybe some room here. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
The short hands, it's Jackson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Udo. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too late.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Flames!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the 1st half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bates. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got a man, it's Morris. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 1st downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
He splits the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type 1st half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
Set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Might as well stick with him. Might have a chance. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Udo. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Madsen. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Riley. And he's dragged down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
They'll move the tight end. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the 4th quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Broncos! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Henderson. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going long. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Looking to buy time. Inside the 35. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Here's the pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Runs through a tackle. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Broncos send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing